Hello, my friends, and welcome back. As I often say, patience is a virtue. And as I also often say, wait until things settle down before reporting something that seems too exaggerated to, either maximized or minimized by the sources that uh, provide information. So sometimes, most of the time, when I sense this kind of exaggeration, or my assessment tells me, my mental process and information I have tells me that this is really not so, I don't like to cover those things, because if I look back, those are very garbage. So I don't do that. So I better wait until things settle down, and then the truth comes out, and then I say this is what it is. In this case, we hear continuously that the Ukrainian army is winning and beating the Russian army, and that Russians are not able to do any advancements, or very poor advancement as advancements in the east of Ukraine, and they have losses and this and that. Okay, yeah, that's true. But then after a while, after you're patient, you find out that actually the Russians made advancements. The Russians liberated, let's put it this way, territories, and the Russians are going to do certain things that they said they will do, which shows consistency. That's why I said the Russians are consistent in what they say and what they do. So here we have another case where we've been told that the Russians are not doing this, the Ukrainians are pushing them back, blah, 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 reconquering, retaking the cities. So here we have another example where not me, but the mass media tells us that, hey, you know what, the Russians are not going to be able to do anything over there, or, they're losing, basically. It's just a stalemate. Nobody's going to advance. So we have here an article from, I found it in multiple news outlets, and I choose the Republic World from today, May 11th, 2022, and this is the title. It's written by Aparna Shandilia. The title is Kherson Administration Seek to Join Russia Amid War. Kremlin says residents must decide. But in another article with the same subject, we hear that Russia said, Putin official says Kherson region should enter Russian Federation as legitimately as Crimea. And that was Mr. Peskov, right, who is the Kremlin press secretary. It says here that Dmitry Peskov has said that the annexation of the occupied Kherson region should take place legitimately as it was with Crimea. Okay, legitimate by some, not legitimate by others. The problem is, what are they going to do about it? It's the same thing as, that always reminds me of a conversation between Harry Truman, former US president, and Joseph Stalin, when they were sitting down at the table and they were discussing, okay, now we beat the Germans, or what are we going to do? I think it was Potsdam conference. I'm not certain. But I know it was with Truman, so then there you have it. And at one point, former President Truman told, after they carved together the free countries with the Soviet Union, right? They carved the Europe, and they say, this is yours, this is mine. I will have 50% here, you're going to have 80% here, I'm going to have 20% here. That's how it was done. So when the Iron Curtain fell, it didn't fall. It was already drawn by all these three people. All right? And these people are Truman, before him Roosevelt, Stalin, and what's his name? Churchill. All right, so some of us who come from the Eastern Europe, we look at being left in the Soviet sphere of influence as a betrayal, So nevertheless, let's go back to here. So Truman told Stalin, Stalin, you're going to have Poland. Poland is yours. And, the Pope requests, or, that you should be, you should not infringe the Catholics' rights in Poland, because Poland is mostly Catholic. So don't infringe, and take it easy. And Stalin told Truman, how many divisions does the Pope have in Poland? And Truman was like, okay. So what does that tell you? What? I'm the one here in charge, not him. He has nothing to do over there. What is he going to do? Nothing. So as long as you can't do something, you don't have, an ace that you say, hey, here it is, you're going to just, yeah, you can request, but it's based on power. So same thing with the Kherson. If Kherson is under the Russian military, what is everybody else going to do? Talk. Sanctions and this and that. So are you going to do something? You can't, because it's already under their control. But nevertheless, let's go to the article here from Republic World, and it says a Russian installed official in Ukraine's Kherson region said that the region administration will request annexation from Russian President Vladimir Putin on May 11th. Kirill Stremusov, the deputy leader of the Russian installed administration in Kherson, so their people, informed reporters that there are no intentions to establish a self-proclaimed Kherson People's Republic. We're just going to jump and just going to get over that straight to the point, like those in Ukraine's Donetsk and Lugansk regions. He did say, though, that there are preparations to ask Putin to annex it. So straight there. So he said, this guy Stremusov said, the city of Kherson is Russia. There will be no, so I'm quoting, okay? The city of Kherson is Russia. There will be no Kherson People's Republic on the territory of the Kherson region. There will be no referendums. It would be a decree based on an appeal from the Kherson regional leadership to the Russian president, and there will be a request to include the region into a proper region of the Russian Federation. Not good. I think the people should be asked about that. And why is that? Multiple reasons. Why? Just to show others that, look, see, it was the will of the people. What do you want? It was a referendum. Even though I think it's going to be a referendum, it's not going to be just annexed. But who knows? Because if you remember, Crimea was not like that. There was a referendum over there. I think there were 2 of them, and people voted. Well, how they voted and blah blah blah. That's that's another conversation. Obviously, people who did not like the outcome of the vote said that it was this. The other one said no, it was the. Okay, so that's what they said about Crimea. So now with this one, with Kherson, the same. I think at least for the face, to show the people, oh, they voted, they wanted to come with us. They should do that, and I think they will do this. I think this guy is way ahead of his skis. I think he's just he speaks of what he would like to see yesterday. So that's why he's doing this. But the thing is, how is Kherson under the Russians now? I thought that Kherson was still, like this and this, and how can they do this? And yes, when you conquer a territory, you're going to put your people in charge. That's common practice. That happens in Iraq, that happens in Afghanistan. You put your own people that, agree with you, and they have the same ideology, or they are just corrupt. However, they are your people. Now, once they start not following the party line, guess what happens with those people? They go home. Yeah, okay. So this is the news with the Kherson thing. And again, you hear something from the Western mass media, from the corporate media, and then you find out these guys are already ready to write down that this is it, put a stamp and send it to Putin. How come? How come? Well, I don't know, but this is what this guy says. And then you have Peskov, who says the same thing. So it must be a done deal. Again, consistency. You see consistency? I see consistency. I see it. So when these guys say, hey, guys, we're going towards some nuclear stuff here, we might be, you might think about it. Because these guys were consistent, from what they said to what they did. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you in a moment.